Next on Worcester News Tonight, the Worcester man accused of assaulting a police officer and trying to take his gun faces a judge. Plus, UMass Medical School receives a multi-million-dollar donation. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. A local university receives the gift of a lifetime Tuesday. The University of Massachusetts Medical School announced they would be getting a multi-million-dollar donation, which will allow the school to create a new institute dedicated to researching rare diseases. Our Cam Jandro now joins us live with the details. Cam?
Anna, over the past 2 years, Lee Weibo has come all the way from China on numerous occasions to visit the UMass Medical School here in Worcester. However, today he brought one of the biggest gifts in school history.
A $10 million gift will help UMass Medical School attack rare diseases. Lee Weibo of the Lee Weibo Charitable Foundation made the donation. The money supports a new institute dedicated to research and discovery.
Mr. Lee was quite taken by the fact that making an investment in our university could in fact change the lives of many people from across the globe who have rare diseases.
According to the National Institutes of Health, there are more than 7,000 diseases classified as rare. They impact less than 200,000 people. The Lee Weibo Institute for Rare Diseases Research will be home to experts looking to make discoveries.
But I feel that now, in some cases, we're going to be able to say that if they are willing to participate in pioneering trials, we may in fact be able to help them.
Weibo, accompanied by senior UMass medical professor Dr. Guangping Gao, says he had 3 objectives when opening his charitable foundation.
Support education to help people who need it, particularly with orphanage, to support human health, to support human health research and biomedical research.
Dean Terrence Flott says the school aims to take advantage of Weibo's donation.
All of us will do our very best every day to make the most of this gift in the service of people in need.
Now, Weibo also gave a $750,000 donation to help create an annual scholarship for up to 5 students from China. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Well, George Russell, District 3 Worcester City Councilor, speaking up about marijuana shops at Tuesday night's City Council meeting. His concern is there could be an overabundance of marijuana facilities in his corner of the city. And he wants to make sure when City Manager Edward Augustus licenses the facilities, he spreads them across the districts.
Obviously not in near schools or not in residential areas, but if they're going to be, if the legislation made them similar to a package store, I'm wondering if we should be, zoning them similar to a package store.
Russell asks for this now to go to administration because they'll write up the proposed legislation. Well, we're learning tonight the man who state police say allegedly made threats to officers in Scituate, Massachusetts earlier today, resulting in a multi-agency manhunt and the lockdown of several area schools, was from Oxford. Alicia Palumbo has the story.
After an intense 5-hour-long search in these woods along Route 3A in Scituate, 46-year-old Douglas Simonovich of Oxford was taken into custody by a SWAT team with an armored vehicle. The manhunt began after Simonovich's female friend called police around 8:30 Tuesday morning, saying he had run out of her car into the woods near the police department and was suicidal.
The officers established communications with him via cell phone. It was during that communications that he indicated that he was armed with 245s and 14-round clips.
Police say they knew Simonovich had a backpack on, but they weren't sure what was in it.
He indicated that if we approached him, that he would shoot police.
Metrolec, SWAT, ATF, and the FBI were called in, and they established a mile-wide perimeter. Nearby Cushing Elementary, Gates Middle, and Scituate High School were told to shelter in place.
When they said it was in the vicinity of the neighborhood, I just got nervous.
A reverse 911 call was also made to nearby homeowners.
You should stay in your home because of a man that's around and he's suicidal.
After further negotiations, Simonovich was taken into custody without any injuries. Police say he is believed to be an Army veteran who appeared to be intoxicated and will likely undergo a mental health evaluation.
There's likely to be no charges here. While he did make a threatening response to the officers were never exposed to a firearm. We have not located a firearm.
Alicia Palumbo, Worcester News Tonight.
A Worcester man is accused of assaulting a police officer and trying to grab his gun. 21-year-old Gabriel Patton was arraigned Tuesday. Police say he was leaving the Compass Tavern Monday morning when a large brawl broke out. Worcester police describe what happened next as a chaotic fight. Our Brittany Schaefer has the story.
1762CR7837. 21-year-old Gabriel Patton faces a judge Tuesday on multiple charges, including attempting to disarm and assault and battery on an officer.
He did assault the officer. He also assaulted a security guard from Compass Tavern. According to the report, the officer could feel that his duty belt was being pulled from left to right. A witness yelled at that point, "He's trying to get your gun."
The Worcester man is accused of trying to take an officer's gun during a struggle early Monday. Worcester police say the officer responded to break up a fight, and it was a chaotic and dangerous situation.
Mr. Patton started elbowing the officer in the face and chest, put his hand on the officer's gun, on the handle of the gun, and was trying to take it out of the holster. Always unnerving when someone is trying to take the gun because you think, why would they want to do that other than to use it?
Patton's attorney, Robert Accavelli, says his client is denying the charges and doesn't remember the incident.
My client denies the allegations. My client indicates to me he was struck. He has very little memory, if any memory at all, about what happened after that. But the videotape surveillance, which I asked the court to order, which the court granted, should show everything.
Patton was being held on $1,000 bail and has been ordered to stay away from the Compass Tavern where the incident took place. Accavelli says the outcome was just.
Exactly as planned. Bail was appropriate.
Now Patton was also ordered to stay sober and will be given random alcohol testings to ensure this. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
We're hearing tonight from the Webster Police Department days after one of their own was killed in a car accident. 10-year Webster Police veteran Officer Michael Lee was off duty when his car collided with a tractor-trailer on Interstate 395 in Auburn. Deputy Chief Michael Shaw says the 38-year-old was a lifelong Webster resident who meant a lot to the community. Webster says the department will heal eventually, but it will never be the same.
I was just devastated, just to say, I mean, words, I can't put into words the loss that we've suffered because of this. Mike was, like I've said, he was an incredible police officer and an even better human being. I mean, I haven't met anybody that didn't like him.
The department has received flowers, cards, and meals since the tragedy. Shaw says having the support of the community has helped officers dealing with the loss.
Offering well wishes, trays of food coming in. We can't say thank you enough to the people who have come by just to offer condolences, place flowers, stopping and just saying how sorry they are. It really, really means a lot to us.
Less than 3 months ago, the Webster Police Department lost Officer Cynthia Johnson after she lost her battle to cancer. Shaw says Johnson and Lee were cousins by marriage. Well, some good news for drivers in central Massachusetts. Gas prices are down another 5 cents today. According to a AAA survey of prices in Massachusetts, self-serve and regular unleaded are averaging $2.55 per gallon. This price is 5 cents lower than last week. However, these prices are still 6 cents above the national average. And 1 year ago at this time, the average price here in Mass was 42 cents lower. 2 organizations in Worcester are celebrating 15 years of educating families on buying homes. Worcester has seen high activity of foreclosures since 2008, but through education and counseling, they're trying to prevent it. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
Anna Sakura says if it wasn't for Oak Hill CDC and NeighborWorks Homeownership Center of Central Massachusetts, she might not have her home.
You know the process and the system, so you feel like I can handle this.
Tuesday, the 2 organizations celebrated 15 years of helping families. NeighborWorks educates first-time home buyers and offers foreclosure counseling.
Lots of times for younger people or people that don't have a family history of homeownership, the process is very complicated. So understanding what are the right things to do, understanding, what resources do you need.
Oak Hill CDC's Executive Director Mullen Sawyer says since 2008, Worcester County has been an area of extraordinary foreclosure activity.
Whenever you have a foreclosure on a block, your value plummets 15%. If there are 2 foreclosures on the block, your value can plummet up to 50%.
Congressman Jim McGovern says these programs have saved more than $1 billion and have saved 4,000 homes from foreclosure.
Homeownership is still part of the American dream. I mean, people work hard because they want to own a home.
Secura came to Worcester from New York in 1994. She started taking her first-time homebuyer class and bought her home 5 years later. She says she is thankful for them helping her get through the process.
Yeah, it might have taken longer to buy a home. It has enriched me. It's empowered me in a way, because when you have information of how systems work, it makes you stronger because you know the right choices to make, the decisions to make for you.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Today is World Mental Health Day, and healthcare providers say it's important to start a conversation. According to the National Alliance on Mental Health, 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness in a given year. A psychiatrist at UMass Medical Center says they're seeing people delaying treatment as a result of stigma. She also says there's an increasing need of awareness, especially with the opioid epidemic.
They just had a World Smiley Day program. People knowing where to go for treatment, making sure that they're able to feel comfortable talking to providers, to family members, trying to find out the resources that are necessary in order to feel more in control of their lives.
The psychiatrist says it's an important topic to talk about, but shouldn't be talked about on only one day.